Welcome students. Today we will continue chapter number 2, polynomials of class 9 standard. This is part 2. Our first topic is zero of a polynomial. We know polynomials are the algebraic expressions made up of constants and variables are raised to the power of whole number. So what is the zero of a polynomial? Here we have written a number a is the zero of a polynomial px if pa is equals to 0. Let me explain it with the help of an example. Here we have taken one polynomial px. Px is equals to 4x cubed plus 5x square minus 9. Now, if we will put value of the variable x as 1, we will see p1 is equals to 4, 1 cube plus 5, 1 square minus 9. And if we will solve this, we are getting the value of the polynomial p1 as 0. So after putting the value of the variable as x, if we are getting PA is equals to 0, that means A is the 0 of the polynomial. In this example, after putting the value of the variable as 1, we are getting P1 is equals to 0. So 1 is the 0 of the polynomial, and 0 of the polynomial is also known as the root of the given polynomial. Now let's take another example. Here polynomial is py. Py is equals to 2y cubed minus 5y square plus 2y plus 6. Now here variable is y. If we put the value of the variable y as 2, so we will get the polynomial as p2 is equals to 2 raised to power 3 minus 5 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 6, and if we will solve this, we are getting the value as 6. Now here you can see that the value of the polynomial p2 is not equals to 0. It is 6. But we have discussed that the value of the variable a will be the 0 of the polynomial if pa is equals to 0. But in this case, p2 is equals to 6. It is not equals to 0. So 2 is not a 0 of the given polynomial. Now let's start exercise 2.2. Question number 1 is, find the value of the polynomial 5x minus 4x square plus 3 at, now three different parts are given. First part is at x is equals to 0. Now here polynomial is given with variable x. Now what we have to do? We have to put the different values of the variables and then find the value of the given polynomial. Let's take first part of the question. Polynomial px is equals to 5x minus 4x square plus 3. We have to find the value of this polynomial at x is equals to 0. So we will put x is equals to 0 in the given polynomial. So we will get p0 is equals to 5 into 0 minus 4 into 0 square plus 3. After solving, we are getting the value of the polynomial as 3. So the value of the given polynomial px at x is equals to 0 is 3. Same way, in second part, we have to find the value of the polynomial at x is equals to minus 1. So we will put x is equals to minus 1 in the given polynomial. We will get p minus 1 is equals to 5 into minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 whole square plus 3. After solving, we are getting minus 6. That means the value of the polynomial at x is equals to minus 1 is minus 6. Now in third part, x is given as 2. So we will put the value of x in polynomial. We will get p2 is equals to 5 into 2 minus 4 into 2 square plus 3. And when we will solve, we are getting minus 3. That means the value of the given polynomial px at x is equals to 2 is minus 3. Now question number 2, find p0, p1 and p2 for each of the following polynomials. Now in this question, for each part, we have to put three different values 0, 1 and 2 of the variable and then solve it. Let's take first part. Polynomial py is equals to y square minus y plus 1. Now let's first find P0. P0 means the value of the variable y is 0. So we will put y is equals to 0 in the given polynomial. After putting the value of variable y as 0, we are getting 0 square minus 0 plus 1, and answer is 1. That means for the given polynomial py, p0 is 1. Now we have to find the value of p1. P1 means value of the variable is 1. Now we will put the value of the variable as 1. We will get 1 square minus 1 plus 1. After solving it, we are getting it final as 1. That means value of the polynomial P1 is 1. Now P2, we will put the value of the variable as 2. We will get 2 square minus 2 plus 1. After solving, we are getting 3. That means P2 is equals to 3 for first part. Now second part, Pt is equals to 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. Here variable is t. Now first we have to find out P0. That means we will put the value of the variable t as 0. So we will get 2 plus 0 plus 2 into 0 square minus 0 cube. After solving this, we are getting 2. That means value of the polynomial at 0 is 2. Same way P1. Now in this case, value of the variable is 1. We will put the value of the t as 1. We will get 2 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 square minus 1 cube. And after solving this, we are getting 4. That means P1 is equals to 4. Now P2. P2 is equals to 2 plus 2 plus 2 into 2 square minus 2 cube. And after solving this, we are getting 4. That means P2 is equals to 4. Third part, Px is equals to x cube. Now here again, first we will find out P0. We will put the value of the variable x as 0. It will be 0 cube and final answer is 0. That means P0 is equals to 0. Now P1. P1 means we will put the value of the variable as 1. So 1 cube is equals to 1. Therefore P1 is equals to 1. Now P2. We will put the value of the variable x as 2. So it will be 2 cube and 2 cube is 8. So P2 is equals to 8. Fourth part, Px is equals to x minus 1, x plus 1. Now there are two methods to solve this. Either you put the value of the variable directly in this, or first we can solve this and then put value of x. So after solving this, we are getting x square minus 1. We have done those identities. A square minus b square is equals to a minus b, a plus b. So by using that identity, we are getting it as x square minus 1. Now to find the value of P0, we will put the value of the variable x is equals to 0 directly in this polynomial. We can put in this polynomial also. Answer will remain the same in both the cases. I am taking the value of the polynomial as x square minus 1. So to find the value of P0, I will put the value of the variable x as 0. So it will be 0 square minus 1, that is equals to minus 1. For P1, we have to put the value of the variable x as 1. So 1 square minus 1 is equals to 0. Then P2 is equals to 2 square minus 1. And after solving, we are getting 3. So value of the polynomial at 2 is 3. Question number 3. Verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. In this question, polynomial is given and a value of the variable is also given. We have to find out whether the given value of the variable is a zero of the given polynomial or not. Now let's recall what is the zero of a polynomial. Zero of the polynomial px is the value of the variable a for which pa is equals to 0. Now let's see first part. In the first part, polynomial px is equals to 3x plus 1 and the value of the variable is given x is equals to minus 1 upon 3. Now we will put the value of the variable x as minus 1 upon 3. So we are getting p minus 1 upon 3 is equals to 3 into minus 1 upon 3 plus 1. And after solving we are getting 0. That means p minus 1 upon 3 is equals to 0. After putting the value of the variable as minus 1 upon 3, we are getting p minus 1 upon 3 is equals to 0. So, x is equals to minus 1 upon 3 is a 0 of the given polynomial. The second part, px is equals to 5x minus 5 and the value of the variable is given x is equals to 4 upon 5. Now we will put the value of the variable as 4 upon 5. We will get p 4 upon 5 is equals to 5 into 4 upon 5 minus 5. And after solving we are getting 4 minus 5. Now here you can see that the value of p 4 upon 5 is 4 minus 5. It is not equals to 0. So x is equals to 4 upon 5 is not a 0 of the given polynomial. The third part, px is equals to x square minus 1. Now here two values of the variable x are given. X is equals to 1 and x is equals to minus 1. First we will put x is equals to 1. So p1 is equals to 1 square minus 1. So after solving we are getting 0. That means the value of the polynomial at x is equals to 1 is 0. Now let's take p minus 1. It will be minus 1 square minus 1. After solving again we are getting 0. So here p1 is equals to 0 and p minus 1 also 0. That means x is equals to 1 and minus 1. Both are the zeros of the given polynomial. Now fourth part, px is equals to x plus 1, x minus 2. Now here we can multiply these two algebraic expressions or directly also we can put the value. Now in this case I am doing the multiplication of these two and after multiplication I am getting x square minus x minus 2. Now we have to find out the value of this polynomial at x is equals to minus 1 and x is equals to 2. So first we are putting the value of the variable as minus 1. So p minus 1 is equals to minus 1 square minus minus 1 minus 2. After solving we are getting 0. Then p2 is equals to, now we will put the value of the variable as 2. So it will be 2 square minus 2 minus 2 and we are getting 0. In this case also we are getting p minus 1 is equals to 0 and p2 also 0. That means x is equals to minus 1 and 2. Both are the zeros of the given polynomial. Now fifth part, px is equals to x square and the value of the variable x is given 0. So here px is equals to x square. When we will put the value of 0, p0 is equals to 0 square, that is equals to 0. That means p0 is equals to 0. So x is equals to 0 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Now sixth part, px is equals to lx plus m. And in this case also value of the variable is x is equals to minus m upon l. Now we will put the value of the variable as minus m upon l. We are getting p minus m upon l is equals to l multiplied by minus m upon l plus m. After solving we are getting 0. So p minus m upon l is equals to 0. That means x is equals to minus m upon l is a 0 of the given polynomial. The seventh part, px is equals to 3x square minus 1 and the value of the variable is minus 1 upon under root 3 and 2 upon under root 3. So here first we will put the value of the variable as minus 1 upon under root 3. So we are getting p minus 1 upon under root 3 is equals to 3 multiplied by minus 1 upon under root 3 whole square minus 1. And after solving we are getting it as 0. Now let's put the value of the variable as 2 upon under root 3. So we are getting p 2 upon under root 3 is equals to 3 multiplied by 2 upon under root 3 whole square minus 1. After solving we are getting 3. So here we can see that p minus 1 upon 3 is equals to 0, but p 2 upon under root 3 is not equals to 0. That means x is equals to minus 1 upon 3 is a 0 of the given polynomial, but x is equals to 2 upon under root 3 is not a 0 of the given polynomial because its value is not equals to 0. Now 8th part, px is equals to 2x plus 1 and the value of the variable x is given 1 upon 2. So we will put the value of the variable as 1 upon 2. We are getting p 1 upon 2 is equals to 2 into 1 upon 2 plus 1. After solving we are getting 2. So here we can see that p 1 upon 2 is not equals to 0. That means x is equals to 1 upon 2 is not a 0 of the given polynomial. Question number 4. Find the 0 of the polynomial in each of the following cases. So children, we have done the questions in which we have to check whether the given variable is a 0 of the polynomial or not. In this question, we have to find the 0 of the polynomial. So in this case, we will put the given polynomial px is equals to 0 and then find the value of the variable x. That means to find the 0 of the polynomial, we have to put polynomial px is equals to 0. Now first part, px is equals to x plus 5. Now to find the 0 of the polynomial, we have to put x plus 5 is equals to 0 and after solving it, we are getting x is equals to minus 5. That means x is equals to minus 5 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Second part, px is equals to x minus 5. Now in this case, x minus 5 is equals to 0. After solving, we are getting x is equals to 5. So x is equals to 5 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Third part, px is equals to 2x plus 5. Now to find the 0 of this polynomial, we have to put 2x plus 5 is equals to 0. And after solving, we are getting x is equals to minus 5 upon 2. So x is equals to minus 5 upon 2 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Fourth part, px is equals to 3x minus 2. To find the 0 of this polynomial, we will put 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. After solving, we are getting x is equals to 2 upon 3. So x is equals to 2 upon 3 is the 0 of the given polynomial. Fifth part, px is equals to 3x. To find the 0 of this polynomial, we will put 3x is equals to 0. After solving, we are getting x is equals to 0. That means x is equals to 0 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Sixth part, px is equals to ax. Now again, to find the 0 of the polynomial, we will put ax is equals to 0. That means x is equals to 0. So x is equals to 0 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Now seventh part, px is equals to 3x plus d. Now we have to put cx plus d is equals to 0. So after solving, we are getting x is equals to minus d upon c. That means x is equals to minus d upon c is a 0 of the given polynomial.